name is Karuna Singh and welcome to the channel Knowledge Star Continuous Knowledge Excellence. In this video, we will get to know about the conjugation of MNP with 5mC-Ab. Now our expert Professor Himadri B, Bohidar, who is associated with National Center of Excellence in Agro Nanotechnology, Terry Diker Nanotechnology Center, India. He has 31 years of academic experience in teaching and research. His area of expertise includes nanoscience and nanotechnology, nanobiointerface science, soft matter science, polymer physics and biophysics. We'll explain you in detail about this topic. So, to get complete information, watch full video without skip.
Once the magnetic nanoparticle is prepared, we need to conjugate it with the antibody, which is the 5mC. Okay, the protocol is given below. So you have 10 mg of ADC. ADC is mentioned here. And 0.5 mg of magnetic nanoparticle is suspended in a buffer and incubated for some time under room temperature. This is all synthesis under room temperature. Okay, then the magnetic nanoparticles which are activated now or we are surface functionalized with amino groups, you capture them on the magnet. These magnetic nanoparticles are resuspended in a phosphate buffer, a pH 7.4. Then you mix the two magnetic nanoparticles and the antibodies to a final concentration, which is mentioned. Incubate it for about 2 hours under ambient conditions, and then the conjugates can be again collected using a magnet because the magnetic nanoparticles still retain their magnetic properties. Wash it with a standard protein solution and resuspend it again in a protein solution. So that completes the process of conjugation of magnetic nanoparticles with the antibody. It looks very complex, but if you do it once or twice, you'll see a very trivial process, synthesis. Next is the hybridization of this PNA, peptide nucleic acid, with this biomarker fragment. And how to design the electrode from there. So the hybridization of PNA with the biomarker is done in a very simple step. First, the biomarker is prepared under which different methylation indexes. This, you remember, this is biomarker is basically a DNA strand or DNA chunk with a different degree of methylation. So methylation is changed from 0 to about 100% here, and you have different fragments of that, segments of that. Then you prepare a solution in a buffer. Then incubate it for 90 degrees for about 15 to 20 minutes, allow it to cool down. Then you use a hybridization buffer, which is mentioned here, and you add this biomarker fragments to a final concentration of 10 nanomolar. Okay, so that and a final concentration of PNA was also incubated for 1 hour at room temperature for hybridization. Next is prepared the electrode. So this is screen printed carbon electrode was the base material. You have a magnet sitting at the bottom or the back, and the magnetic nanoparticles can easily get deposited on it. So what is done is you have certain amount of this magnetic nanoparticle which is already having surface functionalized with the antibody is added to the surface, and then you add this biomarker to a certain concentration, which is conjugated with the PNA already, and then electrode is ready for testing. Yeah, as simple as that. And realize that much of these experiments can be done in any laboratory. You don't need any high-end infrastructure. It uses only temperatures up to 100 degrees Celsius, magnetic stirring, and centrifugation to 1000 RPM, which is available in most of the labs. And that's it. Nothing more is required. And buffers and standard chemicals.
I hope you liked the video. Here, I would like to give you an important information that Nanoscience and Technology Consortium, aka NSTC, organized the nanotechnology workshops on very interesting topics. Also, I would like to tell you about the initiatives of NSTC which you can also be a part of. The very first one is mentorship, patent commercialization, joint product development, research projects, consultancy services, nanomaterials for your research projects, training programs, customized training programs, workshops or customized workshops. So yes, that's all. If you want to see these type of videos, then you can subscribe to the channel Northstar and hit the bell icon to never miss an update. Further, if you want recording of the previous video, then you can contact us on info@nstc.in. Further, if any one of you wants to register in the upcoming workshops, then you can go to the website www.nanoschool.in. Thank you.
For more updates, subscribe to our channel, click the links shown on the screen to stay connected.